wouldn't be able to go to sleep. I said, hey, let me try something. I took a penny out of my pocket and I flipped it. And I said, let's see how you're going to do tomorrow. And the penny came up heads.
Okay, and Bill got to live another day. Here's Bill Elliott in 94, way up on the high side, and there's Jimmy Spencer stuck in the middle again.
And Rusty Wallace in the middle there as well.
From Bill Elliott's race cam. McDonald's cam looking ahead to Ernie Irvan. The yellow car is Spencer.
Wow.
Now you could hear Bill Elliott never lifted going in the corner, but you see race cars going by him. The reason for that, he was right behind the 28 car there of Ernie Irvan. Did not have a huge tug. The cars that are back get a real tug and a pull towards them.
Now, folks, it doesn't seem like they're running close to 200 miles an hour when we're sitting there riding with Bill Elliott. But try to count those poles up on the outside there, and you'll see how fast they really are going.
Yeah, those posts are spaced about 10 feet apart. They just disappear.
I've always thought of it another way. Just think if you had to turn left and go in the grass right now. it would let you know how fast you're going.
Absolutely.
That's Wally Dolleback just ahead of Elliott. You're watching the 8th and 9th place cars. You're riding with 9th place Bill Elliott.
Bill's still going that high route. His car apparently is working good up there, and it feels comfortable, so he runs up there. Here's a change of the lead.
Greg Sachs takes it over from Mark Martin, who has led 19 races this year. You're with Mark Martin in the Valvoline Ford.
Saw those Chevrolets hook up on the inside of him. Wasn't a whole lot he could do about it.
That's the first race that Greg Sachs has led since he led 3 laps at Daytona in February, driving Harry Renier's Ford. Earnhardt locked on to him, then Sterling Marlin. Is that Mike Skinner?
Mike Skinner.
Place.
That's the teammate for Earnhardt right there in 4th place.
And look how far back Mark Martin went in just about a half a lap. He's back in 5th place. Ooh, Earnhardt tried to make a move down on the inside. Everybody else trying to make moves a little farther back. But they are dicing all over the place.
Mark Martin on the high line is still drifting back. You see he's now back to 8th, 9th place. Boy, Earnhardt and Sterling Marlin want the lead.
Marlin taking that outside groove. He's got a run going. He'll get by Earnhardt, at least momentarily. Glad to come back in the corner. Earnhardt's right back.
But on the high groove, Marlin in that orange number 4 has Mike Skinner and Jimmy Spencer with him on the outside. On the inside row, Greg Sachs, Dale Earnhardt, Michael Waltrip, and everybody else. Ernie Irvan, Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace.
There goes Earnhardt. He moved out hoping somebody would go with him. Marlin in the yellow car comes back up on the outside of Earnhardt. Sachs, he likes that. He likes to see those 2 cars running side by side back there. They're not going to pass him as long as they run side by side. Not likely to, at least.
But there's a lot of impatience lined up behind them.
I'd say there is. You see Mike Skinner there in the blue, number 31. He's just behind the yellow car there, Sterling Marlin. They head down in the corner. Everybody's trying to find out what car they run the best with. Believe it or not, just because it's Chevrolet does not make it run better with your Ford or vice versa. You pick a car that you really run well with, and it's aerodynamics. It's all aerodynamics, how much pull it gives you, and how steady your car is.
Mattatuck, New York's Greg Sachs has the lead. Ralph Shaheen has more.
And I've got his crew chief, Mike Yeoman. Mike, you got Greg out front. Can you keep him there?
Well, I'll tell you, I sure hope so. You know, we were really good in happy hour yesterday. Greg's done a heck of a job getting to the front of this line. You know, Team Sabco Motor Shop has really given us some good horsepower, and this team has really, you know, had good pit stops today. We just need a good break and a really good run for the, you know, for the Coors Light Chevrolet Monte Carlo, and hopefully at the end of 500 miles, we'll still be up in the front of this thing, you know. It really helps to have the experience of Sachs here. I mean, he's done one tremendous job. It's been really great, so hopefully we can hold on till the end.
Mike, Greg Sachs has found success on super speedways before.
Greg Sachs was holding on to it right there as he and Earnhardt about traded paint, and that time they did. This could get big.
That was big right there. Earnhardt's car looked like it was bolted to the racetrack, but look on the inside there. We have a new leader.
Boy, that just took the momentum away just enough for Dale Jarrett to fight to the front and drag Rusty Wallace down the bottom side with him.
Now, Jarrett has not led today, so he needs those 5 bonus points to get back even with Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon, who have led.
He's about to get him. Dale Jarrett driving for Robert Yates. As his pole sitter Ernie Irvan brings them across. Dale Earnhardt in second and Rusty Wallace about onside for third. CBS Sports coverage of the Sears DieHard 500 will continue after this message and a word from your local station. Dale Earnhardt and Sterling Marlin have hooked back together. Ford's on the inside, Chevy's on the outside again. Imagine that. Earnhardt in black, Marlin in yellow. Here comes Wallace in white and blue.
Well, Wallace really got a run going into turn 3. Drafted up on the inside of Marlin.
Rusty Wallace, 12th different leader today. And for more on Rusty Wallace and his strong run, here's Dick Berggren.
Historically, Rusty Wallace's worst racetracks have been the restrictor plate tracks here in Daytona. But in '97, they found something under the hood. Mike Egge, the engine builder, has come up with additional 25 horsepower, according to Rusty, over what he had last year. That translates to about 3 miles an hour. The car they're running here had the best Talladega start in his career at 4th. And in July at Daytona, his best ever Daytona finish, 6th. Rusty is smiling a lot at a restrictor plate track. He's got a shot at this thing, Mike.
And that is certainly unlike his feeling of past years. Of course, Rusty has been up front, been turned over, turned in the fence, and turned every which way but loose toward a victory lane. Today, he may have a strong shot, and here he comes on the bottom to take the lead back from Earnhardt.
And he'll lead this lap.
And when we went to commercial, there was a lot of juking around in the middle of the pack, especially in the backstretch. And then it's as if everybody got on the radio and settled most of these fellas down.
Yeah, you wonder. We're pretty sure there's going to be a big wreck. I mean, the way it looked. And so I'm sure the spotters up on top said, hey, guys, let's quieten down here a little bit. Go easy. We got a lot of racing to do yet.
But it's easy to say, but it's hard to do.
Exactly.
You see the two Fords there hooked up together. Earnhardt really was strong down the back straightaway. He's pulled even with Rusty Wallace as they go through turn 3.
Earnhardt, number 3 on the high side. Flipped and slid the length of the front straightaway here. Broke his shoulder a year ago. You'd never know it now. 3 wide as Dale Jarrett comes to the bottom, and you ride with him into the lead. That'll fan him out 3 wide.
I think he figured that his car was a little bit faster than Rusty's, and Rusty had not been able to move by Earnhardt. So he thought, well, let me just give it a go here and see if I can get out front and pull this group of Fords a little bit faster.
Ernie Irvan is right behind Michael Waltrip there. That orange car. You're riding with Jarrett, the leader. From first to last, 3 seconds.
Did you see Michael Waltrip there in the orange car on the outside? He thought he was coming over. Ernie Irvan said, hey, that's my spot. I'm taking it.
Yeah, sit, go, and Ernie said no. Back he went to the high side. Look at, there's that whole pack covered by just 3 seconds.
Well, the fans don't have to gaze around all over the racetrack for their favorite driver. They can just look right at that one pack wherever they're at. And they're somewhere.
Now, Dale Jarrett has led the most laps of any Winston Cup driver this year. But this is the first time he's led at Daytona or Talladega, the restrictor plate races.
When he led a lap a few laps ago, that was the first restrictor plate lap that he led this year, which was surprising to me when Bob Latford gave us that stat a moment ago.
There comes Greg Sachs again. He's in the silver car on the inside there. He's got a train of fast cars with him, but Ernie Irvan's a match for him down into turn 3.
And moving up into that pack, Dick Trickle. Look at that aqua-colored nose on the black car in 4th place.
0 for 243.
That's a great
driver, I'll tell you.
And I'd love to see him win one.
He's a great fan favorite. Dick Trickle has a lot of fans around there.
He's won the nation over on the short tracks. He's right stuck in the middle, 4 wide once again. This time Spencer on the bottom. You see it from Dale Jarrett's car. They fan out 4 abreast.
Well, what Dale Jarrett's doing right now is getting a little rest. I tell you, back in that group, when you're running 2 and 3 wide, it's like somebody sticking an electric wire on you every once in a while because you just don't know what's going to happen next.